Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about some important definitions of medical microbiology. So the very first definition which we need to understand is what is invasion. So invasion is nothing but the process where microorganisms like bacteria, virus penetrate and enter the host cells or tissues, establish a foothold within the body. So here invasion is nothing but the entry of the microorganism into the body. So or it's the phenomena of microorganism to occupy a specific site in the body and establish itself firmly in the particular site of the body. So this is known as an invasion, and the microorganism might be a bacteria or virus. Then infection. Infection is defined as the invasion and multiplication of microorganisms such as bacteria, virus, fungi, parasites within the host body. So the invasion is generally followed by infection. After the invasion or after the microorganism occupy a specific site and settle itself at the specific site inside the host body, it generally multiply in number in order to cause infection. Next, pathogen. So microorganisms that has the ability to cause disease in a host organism are known as pathogen. So some microorganisms are friendly to the host body and some may cause diseases. So those microorganisms which has the ability to cause disease in the host organism are known as pathogens. So these pathogens may be viruses, bacteria and fungi. Pathogenicity. So the pathogenicity is the basically a property of a pathogen. So it is the ability of a microorganism to cause a disease in a host. So this is one property of the pathogen. So the pathogen exhibits pathogenicity which can cause a disease in a host. Next, virulence. So virulence is the degree or ability of a microorganism to cause damage to its host. So it essentially quantifies the pathogen's capacity to induce disease, or simply we can say it is a measure of its pathogenicity. So here pathogenicity is the ability of a microorganism to cause disease, right? So here virulence actually a measure of its pathogenicity, which means the virulence indicates the degree, the range or the ability of a microorganism to which extent it can cause infection in the host body. So it actually a measurement or it's a kind of analysis of the range of infection in the host body. Next one, toxigenicity. So toxigenicity is the ability of a microorganism such as a bacteria or virus to produce toxins. So toxins are poisonous, right? So these toxins can damage the host and contribute to disease development. So there are certain toxins which are secreted by bacteria or virus which creates toxicity and contribute to the disease development. So this is one property of the pathogen. Next, opportunistic infections. So opportunistic infection, as the name suggests, these infections caused by the organisms which does not normally cause any disease, but if if there is any change in the habitat, or if the person has weaker immune system, this normal flora trigger themselves to cause disease in the body. So for example, HIV, cancer, organ transplantation. So if you observe these patients who are suffering from HIV or cancer and who had gone through organ transplantation has basically have a weaker immune system. So due to these conditions, this normal flora, which is actually a residential flora of the host organism, may trigger themselves to cause infections. So these are known as opportunistic infections. Next one, nosocomial infections. So this nosocomial infections, also known as hospital acquired infection or healthcare associated infection. So it is very important to understand the nosocomial infections are the infections that a patient gets while receiving the treatment for the another condition in a healthcare setting such as a hospital or clinic. Okay, so the patient basically don't have any kind of disease prior the treatment, but while the process of getting treatment, he may get prone to this kind of nosocomial infections. So let's see the examples. Like after a surgery, the person may prone to surgical site infections where an infection can be developed at the place of surgical site, or pneumonia. So ventilator associated pneumonia. So this kind of ventilators present in the hospitals or clinic may associated with the pneumonia causing microbes may cause pneumonia. So and bloodstream infections. So that's why they are named as nosocomial infections, also known as hospital acquired infection. So it is very important that the healthcare equipment must be sterilized before treating the patients to prevent the nosocomial infection. So these are some important definitions of medical microbiology which you need to understand. I hope you understand this lecture. Thank you for watching.